What's up, everybody? Hope your night went well. I hope that you thought about gratitude yesterday. And if you did think about gratitude today and you awaken from your sleep, then you should be happy. And happiness is something I just want to talk about today because happiness is the thing I think people think that runs the world. Like you have to be happy all the time. And happiness most of the time is attached to things. You attach it to your cars, you attach it to your homes, you attach it to your friends, you attach it to the things you dream and desire, you attach it to your family, you attach it to your loved ones, but you never really attach it to yourself. And attaching happiness to yourself is part of the key ingredient to having a good day. And what I mean by attaching it to yourself is just go back to when you lay down at night to get ready to go to bed. Whether you have someone in the bed with you or not, or whether you sleep alone, when you finally go to sleep, you are there with yourself. You're there with your thoughts, your ideas, your dreams, your goals. What are your plans in the morning for your family? What's your plans in the morning for yourself? How are you going to approach work? And it seems that if your mind is being inundated with the idea that you have to do so much. And when you finally get up, that so much is weighing on you. And the first thing you want to do is just try to make everybody else happy. And some people derive pleasure from that. Now, I'm not saying that you need to stop doing that. Not at all. But what I am saying is, where's that moment before? Like they teach you in acting. What's that moment before you do something? And your moment before should be, let me think about myself for a moment. Let me see, can I get myself into a state of happiness to just awaken and be grateful for this day before I move on and make everybody else happy. See, the world today is so insta-famous that an instant happiness is that if we can't get it right away, then the world makes no sense to us. Then our happiness is disturbed by the fact that we have not been able to get out and accomplish what we feel we need to do in order to be happy. And as long as we're living in a state of trying to make everything instant, then the happiness that you're seeking is only temporary. And I think happiness is temporary anyway because it's always attached to something. And the way I want you to look at happiness today is what I really want to try to get to is what I think, this is just me, it's not for anybody else, this is just what I've been able to discover over a certain period of time. Is when you think about happiness, you think about everything that's man-made. And you desire to want to have the things that are man-made. When you think about it, man has created some magnificent things. I mean, the things that we've done to the planet is truly amazing, ladies and gentlemen. And there's nobody on the planet that can deny that in any form or fashion. Because every morning we get up, we yearn to have those things. It's those things that we know we derive pleasure from, right? But like Tony Robbins and so many other people teach, when you have so much pleasure, you're going to have a little bit of pain. And those are the two things that human beings are trying to solve. Happiness don't generally get you there. Happiness just get you to the next point, wanting to find and wanting to do more and what makes you happy. As long as you can find something that makes you happy, then that's good. But even when you do that, there's a little bit of pain that comes with that happiness. And if you can solve the pleasure-pain factor, then I think you'll be able to exist in a state of bliss. But here's what I want you to think about when you think about happiness today. When you get a moment and you can get to yourself and your day is not disturbed by anybody, anything, for whatever reason, strip away everything that's man-made. Strip your mind of everything that's man-made. And I want you to look at the planet Earth and always come back to that because I think it's a real simple formula in that. Strip away everything that's man-made. And with your mind, take a look at the planet itself. Look at the planet and see what you see. For instance, you may see a bird fly by. You might see a bumblebee or a bee to your left or to your right. You might see a butterfly. You might see a smooth shaped lawn that's been cut and freshly maintained. You might see trees as you're driving by. You might see the sun, catch a glimpse of your eye. You might even see the clouds as they pass by. And at night you might see the stars. But whatever you do, look at that for a moment and tell me, can you see happiness in that? Tell me, can you see a moment of blissfulness in that? Gentlemen, if you're able to see all of that, right, you get back to the essence of what life is. And when you can find that moment to be alone with yourself, when you go back into the world of man, when you return back to your job, when you return back to that entrepreneur, when you return back to your family, your friends, your loved ones, the people that you choose to make happy, the people that might get mad because you haven't done everything to make them happy. When you can find that solace in just looking at the beauty of the planet without the attachment of man, then I think you can begin to see what true happiness is, and you can begin to see and feel what bliss is. And regardless of what kind of pressure the world may put on you, you yourself will be able to handle that, because you'll know that there's something greater than the things in the exterior that man has created. Because true happiness and true bliss comes from when you have developed the level of internal peace with who and where you are. And with who and where you are, if it has derived for you the pleasure principle, then the pain won't be as great. And even if you have pain, if you're able to see that bird when it flies by, it doesn't take notion of what man think about it. It doesn't even take notion if man wants to cry. So when you look at that and you pay attention to that, then it should let you know that there's a greater thinking and a greater plan for your mind, your spirit, and your body. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to jump on here and talk to you all about what I think happiness is. And I just hope that throughout your day that you try to figure out what happiness means to you. But by all means, if you need a real simple formula to that, then I think that you should get to a quiet place. Strip your mind of everything that man has put in there for today. And just for a few minutes, just look and focus on the planet Earth and see what that will yield for you throughout the day. Once again, thank you and have an amazing day. Peace.